Hello, Mr. Alatorre. This is Tyler McElderry with Southeastern Community College, and this is my persuasive speech. How many more people must die before somebody's finally going to act? Now, I'm talking about shootings, such as Columbine, where two kids just walked in and wasted a dozen students just like that. Or in 2005, there was an Amish school in Pennsylvania, and this truck driver came and he killed 5 girls and wounded a couple other girls. Or just so recently in Newtown, when 27 people were killed, 18 of these elementary students. I'm Tyler McElderry, and this is why we need more gun control. Now, the first thing what we should do is have the assault weapons ban actually go through. Now, what this would do is that it would restrict what kind of assault weapon you can actually own. Because we have, like in Newtown, he ran around with a 223. Now what that is, it's slightly larger 22 round, which is used for hunting rabbits. But because a 22 is very dangerous to people, a 223 is even more dangerous. And it's not designed for hunting, it really is designed just for killing people. Now, in addition to the assault weapons ban, we need to limit the clip size. Now, I understand that you can use semi-automatic weapons to hunt large game, but you don't need a clip larger than 10 bullets. That's just asking for more trouble. And also, with clip size and the assault weapons, we should do availability. Now, if we make these harder to get for criminals, they'll be less likely to have crime because they won't have the weapons that they need to do it. And lastly, with the assault weapons ban, should come with a number of rounds. In the Aurora, Colorado shooting, the guy had ordered several thousand rounds of ammunition online. He had stockpiled, and he had set semi-automatic weapons with large capacity clips. Had his gun not jammed, we would have had many more casualties than what there were. Now, what I propose is that the ATF, the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives, run a database that they keep track of all the guns and how many rounds and have red flags come up if people order too many. Now, another cause for the disruptions with passing the bills is the Second Amendment. People believe that just because the Second Amendment has the right to bear arms, that we can just have whatever guns we want. This is not correct. This was written almost 200 years ago by our forefathers. All they had were cannons and muzzle-loaded rifles that shot probably a couple shots a minute, not guns that could shoot several hundred rounds a minute. This was designed back in the day to keep the states safe, not so much that any redneck or some hood from Chicago can run around with a semi-automatic gun and do as he pleases. So in 2010, 11,078 people were killed from gun violence. Now these come from altercations, crime, or just confrontations in general. Now, when Piers Morgan interviewed Alex Jones last year, he highlighted that in the UK, in the same year, only 35 people were killed from gun violence, and that was involved with police stuff, whatnot. Now, 35 compared to 11,000 is a big number. We should follow what the UK has done and get an almost complete ban on assault weapons and all guns in general, what they have. Now, what we need to do is take the backgrounds checks what we have now and update them. Because of some privacy issues with people selling guns, they can't ask you too many questions, like for your health records and such. So we have these psychopaths, like from the Aurora, Colorado shooting, running around with all these weapons and such. Now, if we can get the American people to be on board with giving up some of your rights to have better background checks, we can help keep psychopaths off the street with guns. So, for all these reasons, Congress should get together with some of the pro-gun activists and deal with these problems and get some laws passed to save lives. Thank you.